up? Welcome back to my channel. This last Monday I did release my first AuthorTube noob video, but I thought as a little bit of a companion video it'd be fun to do this tag, the AuthorTube noob video version 2.0 by Jenna, Streety. I hope I'm saying your name right. I enjoy your videos. But here I go. I'm going to answer the questions for this tag. I watched a couple AuthorTubers do these questions and they're pretty cool. They seem like they're fun. I'm going to read them off my phone. Right now I am recording these YouTube videos on my Mac and it's a little easier than sort of like looking over at my laptop. So the phone it is. Alright, so the first question is, what's your book pitch? If you have multiple books, choose your favorite. And for this example, I'm going to choose my first book from my Knights of Avalon series, Curse of the Shadow King. So here we go. This is my pitch. A man is cursed by a mysterious phantom to become an immortal warrior who wields two mystical crimson katanas with an insatiable appetite for the blood of his enemies. So the second question. If you were a book, how would you pitch yourself? This is a cute question. I like it. So here we go. An evolving writer on a journey of highs and lows, who loves storytelling, yet dreads marketing, nevertheless hopes to make people happy with his books. Sounds pretty accurate. On to question 4. So this is a good one. What do you usually like to write? And the answer is I love all types of fantasy. I think the fantasy genre is my favorite, and so far the novels that I've written or am currently working on are either urban fantasy, high fantasy, or a combination of both. I think that's where a lot of my inspiration and my passion, my entertainment have sort of fallen into growing up, and up to this point I just dig the genre no matter what. Question 5. What's something you'll never write? And the answer is not that I dislike this genre or this style of book, but it's probably nothing that I would ever find myself passionate about, and that is romance novels. And I'm not against romance novels because I've read some pretty good ones, I guess, as far as like The Savior's Champion is considered, I suppose, sort of a romance. But when I think romance, my initial thought is, and I know this is a very limited scope, but growing up my mom had a lot of romance novels that had like Fabio and stuff like that, and I can't think of the name of it, but I'd probably never write those types of romance novels just because they're not really my thing. Within like the book that I have written, Knights of Avalon, there are romances in it, but the plot isn't driven by the romances, and but I do enjoy writing a good romance, so it just probably is never going to be the central plot of anything I write. It's going to be kind of like something that complements the book and hopefully, you know, storylines that help to get readers invested within the main storyline. Question 6. What are your goals for starting your AuthorTube channel? And I think first and foremost, it's pretty obvious why we all do it. We want to grow our platform, and, that's one way to share, things we are creating and we're passionate about. So that's fair. I'm also looking forward to just kind of connecting with other content creators because there are a lot of really talented and nice people here in AuthorTube. I would love to build, a fan base of people who are passionate about and enjoy what I do. That would be cool. I would love to start dialogues and take part in dialogues about what it takes to, write a book, whether it's outlining, editing, marketing. I would love to just, make friends as far as geeking out over TV shows and comics, anime, movies. Like, I'm here for all sorts of things on AuthorTube. So definitely check out my channel and feel free to hit me up in the comments for any video to chat and have fun. Question 7. What made you want to get into writing? I covered this answer a little bit in my previous video, but one of my biggest inspirations was my mom. I remember growing up, she was a huge book nerd. She had a huge collection of different books, whether it was romance, sci-fi, fantasy, and she was into writing, so that inspired me a lot. And as I mentioned in my previous video, I think my passion for writing really started when I found Yahoo groups, the RPGs, and it was a lot of fun to sort of play off other people because, you would write your character, they would write their character, and you'd sort of like tag back and forth, and that was really good practice. So I think that was my inspiration, or like the moment where I was like, yes, this is definitely it, I want to be a writer. And after, so long of kind of like writing fan fiction and writing RPGs where I wrote canon characters, I was definitely into like Buffy, Smallville, Charmed, you know, things like that. Hercules, Xena. My mom and I had so much fun with those. But I started to sort of like find my own voice as a writer, and that's when I started to come up with my own characters and my own plots. And then, of course, that led into my first book. Question 8. What's your publishing path? Self-published, traditional publishing, or hybrid? You know, ideally, I love self-publishing. I think it's great. I've done a lot of research, watched videos, of course. AuthorTube is an amazing resource for people who give pretty balanced and fair opinions on either side of the aisle. But if I could have anything, and this has kind of been like my goal for a while, I'd want to be hybrid, because I think it would be cool to build a platform here on AuthorTube, Instagram, different, you know, popular social media things, and to build a name and to build a bit of a brand with like one series. And then once I get that platform strong enough, I think I would have a bit of an easier time maybe querying an agent and going traditional and then turning that into sort of a hybrid career. So I guess my goal is hybrid at this point. But even if I never got traditionally published, I think it would still be a lot of fun just to do self-publishing, because it's just as legit as traditional publishing, and I think that if you build a strong enough platform, you can still be pretty successful and build a pretty good fan base. So I'm happy with self-publishing, but ideally I think hybrid publishing, or being a hybrid published author, would be my ultimate goal. Question 9. What content do you bring to the AuthorTube table? And you know, first and foremost, I think we're all here to share our work in progress or something we have published, so I would love to bring quality original content to the AuthorTube community. I'm passionate about my books, I love what I do, and I'm excited to share them with you guys. I'm also looking forward to sharing my experience as a writer and now a published author with people. It's been, you know, one of highs and lows, and I hope that people can take something away from my perspective. I also want my channel to be, you know, both informative and fun. I want to do book reviews, and I want to geek out and make connections. You know, I want to bring something of value to the table as far as adding something to current dialogues on AuthorTube. I'm not 100% sure ultimately what my channel will become, because it's an evolving work in progress, but I hope it's something that people can enjoy. Question 10. What's your biggest writing struggle? And the answer is making time for multiple projects. There are a lot of things you have to juggle when you're trying to become a professional writer, and it goes beyond writing. But as far as writing, I've got to the point where I just sort of focus on one project at a time, because if I don't, I'm going to be all over the place, and I'm not going to give one project 100% of what it deserves. So definitely try not to spread myself too thin. That's probably my biggest writing challenge. Question 11. What's your best writing skill? For me, I would say I love writing dialogue and things that are emotional and impactful to characters, but I've noticed I get a lot of compliments on how I write my battle scenes and my magic, and that is something I'm pretty passionate about, and I think that's why I love the fantasy genre so much, is because it's so fantastical and there's so much room just to kind of be out there and just to sort of create whatever, and there aren't really any like limits and boundaries. So I love trying to articulate different things that are magical, whether it's elemental, transformational. I think that's probably one of the reasons why I love anime so much, is because anime just tends to not really care about those types of limits, and I think that's why the Knights of Avalon series is anime inspired, because as far as battle scenes, I love writing those types. That's definitely my style. Alright, so for question 12, there were 2 options, and since I'm new to AuthorTube, I will take this one. If you're new to AuthorTube, what is your biggest AuthorTube question? So it would be, for me, like, I admire so many people's channels, whether it's Jenna, Alexa Dunn, iWriterly, but my question for someone who has an established channel is, how do you figure out what is popular or what is in demand via AuthorTube within this community, and translate that demand within, I guess, kind of like your own voice without feeling that you're copying anyone? Because yes, imitation is the best form of flattery, but it only is probably going to get you so far when people aren't interested in you repeating or regurgitating the same information they've seen in like a dozen other videos. So that would be my question, is how do you attain what's popular in a community, but also how do you find your voice and give your perspective. Question 13. Are you looking for any new channels to follow, betas, CPs, or any other types of writing buddies? And the answer is yes, of course. I love finding new channels and new perspectives. So I'm always looking for new AuthorTubers to follow and to get advice from. And yeah, I'm looking to network, so definitely I'm looking for new channels all the time. As far as like beta readers and critique partners, I currently belong to a writing group that is ran by author Jenna on Discord. It is called Cyborg Central, and it's a really fun chat and a really supportive writing group. But yeah, I mean, I'm always looking for, you know, people who are interested in networking, whether it is just you two alone or people who want to read my work and get my opinions on their work. So I'm definitely open to critique partners and beta readers outside of my writing group. Although I haven't really been on YouTube as far as like exploring that side of it. But yeah, I'm definitely open to meeting people who want to do that for sure. Last but not least, question 14. What are you most excited about during this new fresh start on AuthorTube? And the truth is I've been a fan up to this point and I haven't been a content creator. So speaking as a content creator, I guess I'm excited to network with talented people who share the same literary passion as me, and I'm also looking forward to building a viewership or a fan base that will enjoy what I do and hopefully appreciate and take something away from my platform, whether it's my perspective or it's my book. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I hope you guys are enjoying my channel so far. I know this is just kind of like a bonus video and I've only had one video so far, but I'm going to be releasing videos every Monday with the occasional bonus video. I think I'll probably stick to kind of tag videos right now for the bonus ones, but please subscribe if you haven't already and definitely hit that bell so you know when I come up with new content. Again, you know, I'm so thankful for your support and I look forward to, you know, having fun and geeky dialogues with you guys. Definitely hit me up in the comments below. I would like to thank, you know, the creator of this tag, Jenna. And until next time, I hope you guys have a good one. Take care. Bye.